So I have been getting a fair number of requests from people to give my thoughts and make a video about this whole stolen mods fiasco that is currently occurring on the Xbox One. For those of you who have been living underneath a rock, people have been uploading Xbox One mods to the Bethesda site for download, but these mods have been just completely stolen from other people. Some of these uploaders, we're not talking just mirrors of mods or anything like that, just completely ripped mods that they've been posted for people to take. Some of them even have the gall to ask for donations for work that is not theirs. The debate here is not whether or not these mods are stolen by people. The debate here is, well, what implications this has for the future of console mods. Now, console modding at the moment is a shadow of what it is on the PC. You have limits to how much data you can use, and of course, the hardware of the console is much less than that of competent PCs, so they simply only have so much power to run the mods. Some mods can be demanding. My channel is very pro-PC. It is very anti-console. Not anti-console gamer. Please, that's an important distinction. I hate Islam, not Muslims. And since my channel is pro-PC, I have been exposed, is probably the best word. I've been exposed, unfortunately, to the foolishness and cowardice of individuals who are very pro-console, anti-PC, or who are fanboys of corporations, of all things. I don't know why you'd be a fan of a corporation. What a terrible idea. You see these Sony pony channels like JTech TV who have no problem at all touting the wonders and the majesty that is Sony and the PlayStation 4, regardless of the fact that Sony don't give a fuck about you, son. Sony doesn't give a shit about their own mothers. Remember, they tried to trademark Let's Plays. Don't forget that was a thing. Back to mods, though, and the console gamers and the PC community. PC community mod makers, it is important to always realize, make these mods for free. These people make these mods. It's their labor of love. It is their passion. It is something they enjoy doing. They are creators. They take a game and they create and add on to it and make it better. They do this with hard work, and they do this with, gosh, methods I couldn't even get into. I know nothing about making mods. However, I use mods, and I immensely enjoy many of the ones I've downloaded. They make games better. Mods are a good thing. One of the greatest benefits of the PC. And I am not against the idea of console owners having mods. I don't want to deny people certain things just because they chose to have a certain gaming box. If anything, allowing for a console user to dip his foot in the water that is mods and the joys of modding, hopefully that will encourage them in the future to consider the move to PC gaming, so our community becomes stronger and the corporate control of a console over the consumer will slowly fade away. I think this would be to the benefit overall of almost everyone. Mod creators do this as a labor of love. It's their passion. It's something they enjoy doing. And it's important to note that all the threads and all these stories and all the information that I've looked at and read and perused in the last week or so has given me a view of console gamers that has actually taken away from the already fairly poor impression I had of many of them to begin with. This has been the perfect example of biting the hand that feeds you. People are, or at least many of them are, many that I have seen personally on threads and such across the internet. There just seems to be a very, very vocal segment of the console population who wants mods. They want them now, they want them for free, and they want every single one that there is. And if you do not make mods for them, then you're just being a piece of shit. How dare you not make a mod? How dare you not make a mod that they want and bring it right to the Xbox? How dare you? How dare you make something for free and not give it to us for free the way we want it, how we want it? Make me this. I want to spawn Deathclaws. Give me an AK-47. I want to be able to ride a unicorn. Blah, blah, blah. Make this, make this, make this. And what happens to the mod creators when they get this torrent and deluge of just, God, hatred and angst and this awful sense of entitlement that has occurred in the last week or so because of this emerging fiasco. It must disgust me. If I was a mod maker, this would disgust me. If I was a mod maker, what I would do is, and this is something I think if anyone here who plays on console is watching, I don't think it's the primary segment of my audience, unless you just like to self-flagellate. But I would say this, in terms of the way that the console community has, seemingly in a very loud manner, treated mods on console, it is frankly kind of disgusting. Now, we all remember a while back on Steam, there was a attempt to make mods, paid mods, on Steam for Skyrim. And that was met with, it was a disaster, quite frankly. It was a fucking fiasco. It was a disaster. It was a tragedy. Not in the idea, but in its implementation. I said back then what I said now. I can't expect people to make things and give them to me for free. I cannot expect that. I cannot tell people that they have to make something and that they have to give it for me and it has to be for free and they don't have the ability to monetize that or to make any money off of it. We should support mod creators, and I think on the PC they are supported extremely well. All right, I think that. I haven't checked the stats, but I would imagine that they are. On console, though, I think that mod makers are going to get this. They're going to get this view of console gaming and console gamers and just this overall attitude directed towards them that mod makers are expected to make things for the console. A lot of modders, a lot of talented, hardworking modders who do shit I couldn't even begin to tell you how to do. I don't know anything about mod making. I bet it's tough as shit. Especially if you're making your own models. The art, the talent, the skill it takes to do a lot of that stuff and make it look excellent is staggering. Absolutely staggering. It is way beyond my ability. So it legitimately makes me angry when people just expect for this stuff to be given to them. Just give us this stuff. Because reasons. Just give it to us. We want it, so give it to us. You owe it to us. It's on the PC, so you owe it to us because we're on the console. And that's a disgusting attitude to have. And it sickens me. So if you are on the console, if you play only on the console, it's what you do, you're pro console, you're on the fence about PC, then let me tell you this. Especially if you're on the console and you feel extremely entitled, or you think you are owed these things, or you think that someone who makes a mod is, you should be compelled to make it for the consoles as well. I want you all to remember that if you piss off the people who make mods, then the flow of those mods will stop. If you people are being given a gift, you people are being given something that is wonderful. If you are playing a mod on the console, you should consider that a wonderful, joyous gift. And to treat it as anything but it would be just the epitome of disgusting. If you bite the hand that feeds you, the hand will not feed you again. Okay? If you treat the people who make these mods like shit, they will just stop making mods that are compatible with the console. We will get to the point, I feel, if this behavior continues, we will get to the point that if you do not change your attitude as a whole, if the community does not give off a much more supportive and thankful and gracious vibe, then they will stop making mods for you. They'll just stop making mods that are compatible with the console, and you'll be back to square one. Because you can talk about Bethesda wants to do this, and this other company wants to do this, and this company wants to do that. The companies who make the game, they have fucking nothing to do with this, okay? You don't have to worry about making Bethesda mad. You don't have to worry about making Obsidian mad, or any other company that mods could come to their games. No. It's not about that. It's about the mod creators. If you make the mod creators mad, the mods will stop. Bethesda, to hell with what Bethesda thinks. As far as you're concerned, Bethesda can think whatever they want. Bethesda doesn't make the mods. Bethesda is allowing you to use the mods that the mod creators have made. Make us this, make this that. You have to bring this to us. You have to make this for us. They can do it. How come we can't do it? Do this for us. Do this for us. They will stop making mods for you. They will stop. There will not be any more mods. You will have ruined your opportunity. You will have blown your chance. This has nothing to do with Bethesda. This has to do with a community of extremely hardworking and talented individuals who take a lot of hours and a lot of time to make your gaming experience better, often with very little to no thanks. Now, if all of a sudden you guys decide, you know what, you're right, we're not entitled to this, we can't expect mods to just come to console, this isn't going to be an overnight thing, it never will, we're not going to get to the same level as PCs, because our little game boxes just are not PCs, alright? If you decide to support mod developers even, what a thought. Give them money, give them donations, show them that you care using, cash moolah dollars. That would be an incentive for them to stay, because potentially if I was a mod creator, I would be like, hell yeah, now all these millions more people can use something that I've done, and hopefully that means that I could get some, some thanks in the forms of, some donations. People throwing a couple bucks my way because they like the work that I do, and they want to see stuff like this in the future coming. Because this stuff's free. It's good to donate. It's good to show your appreciation for this hard work. If you see someone who steals a mod, they are not your friend, okay? Someone who goes to Bethesda.net or wherever, I think ZeniMax or wherever these mods are, okay? Doesn't matter. If you see someone who is stealing a mod, they are not doing you a service, okay? It's like someone who steals a gun for you. They are not helping you out. They are not your friend. Because when you see something like this and you allow for its abuse to continue, when you allow for people to continue stealing mods from the content creators, eventually those content creators will get sick of having their stuff stolen, and they will either not make it for, not make those mods for the console, or they might do something perhaps a bit more devious. They might do something a bit more drastic. They might do things like have that mod purposefully erase data or mess with save files, maybe do something to your system. They will have these mods, maybe not in such a malicious way, but in annoying ways. They will have these mods do things that hinder your experience on an annoying level. They will do things that are not the design of the mod. Bethesda said that it's up to the mod creators themselves to issue the DMCA takedowns of people who steal their work. It's their job themselves. They need to be the ones who do it. So obviously that means that everyone needs to pitch together to end this, because this will not lead you anywhere good. Yeah, it may be nice for the moment that somebody took a mod that wasn't theirs and they distributed it to you, but that's stealing. And that kind of stuff will catch up to you, as it already sort of has in a way. It will catch up to you, and then nobody will want to give you mods anymore. That's just going to be the way it is. You're getting something that wasn't even originally designed for you. So, the last thing you need to be doing is beating your chest and stomping your feet, saying, gimme, 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 gimme. Because if that is the attitude that you're going to have about finally getting mods on the console, then, well, then eventually the mods will just stop coming.